Yo, yo, it's your boy Tribe, that ain't rap podcast, doing another collection vid from the Stash series. The last one I did. Appreciate y'all liking it, commenting. That was my movie collection vid. I'm gonna have a couple more of those. Got the wrestling collection vid, the WWE DVD collection vid. Thank you for watching that as well. The third episode in this series for the Stash, is dedicated to physical media, whether it's DVDs or vinyl, um, comics, whatever. It's all about physical media for me. That's what I grew up on. That's what I love. I will continue to support physical media. And third episode we're doing today is about you know music DVDs. Whether it's music video collections or concert collections. Music related content on DVD. That's what I'm doing. So I'll be doing my whole collection of music DVDs today. I'm gonna do with the start with the videos first, and start with this one. This one is the Beastie Boys video collection, the Criterion collection. I picked this up. When was this? This was 2000, but I didn't get it until like I want to say like 2007, 2008 from FYE. I had a homeboy of mine that he lived a couple blocks from FYE, and we used to always go there. I bought a lot of CDs from there, a lot of DVDs. And I picked this up one day there, just saw it out of the blue. I don't remember seeing no commercial for it or nothing. I do remember there was they did I think the Sounds of Science that album release, like a greatest hits package with some new music thrown in. And I think this is like the accompanying DVD to go with that album, The Sound of Science. And it has like all their videos from the first album to I want to say the Sound of Science album at that time. And it has different video angles. So you can watch the different videos and different camera angles, widescreen, full screen, has different camera angles with like showing like the different directors' point of view of the video. You see like the DJ view or the point of view from each three members of the Beastie Boys. It has remixes as well. It has different remixes for each song, so you can play the regular mix of So What You Want, or you can play the DJ Muggs remix of So What You Want. There's a Large Professor remix of I wanted no, not Large Professor. There's a Prince Paul remix of Root Down from the Ill Communication album. The Root Down video is also on here with the different camera angles. You can play the remix for that. Definitely a great package. One of the best. I never seen a set like that before with different camera angles and remixes for each song. That the menu on here is definitely loaded with information for the videos and the remixes and how they did it. You got like joints like Intergalactic, Short Shot, To What You Want. Um, so many, man, so many. What else is on here? Body Moving, Shake Your Rump, Hey Ladies, Sabotage, classic joint. Ricky's Theme, there's a video for that. Root Down, like I mentioned, but definitely a classic Beastie Boys set. If you're a Beastie Boys fan, you must have this in your collection. I believe it is out of print, but definitely a great set. Definitely got to get it. I think it's like three DVDs, if I'm not mistaken. There's a poster also. If you have to, There's a booklet. The booklet has like the different features for each video. You know what I'm saying? And you get to see like for body moving, the DJ. There's like different icons for each video. There's like the body moving turntable view for the so y'all can see that. The different icons over here for like each video. You can see the camera angle from the DJ set and all that. Um, comes with that. Comes with a poster as well. Show you the poster. It's a double-sided poster. Video anthology. You can see this joint. Comes with a poster and um it is a 2 DVD set, I believe. This is disc 1 and we got disc 2. And just a great set. Definitely enjoy this set. One of my favorites. But yeah, it is out of print. At least on Amazon. I believe it's out of print on Amazon. But you know, you can check eBay and you know, check your local Dollar Tree or maybe Discogs will have it. But definitely a great set. Definitely like I said, like for any Beastie Boys collector, they definitely need to have this in your collection. If you love videos, and they were definitely innovative when it came to their videos. Like I said, like in the Galactic, great video that they shot. I believe like it was in Tokyo. They shot that. You know, Short Shot, one of my favorite videos. So What You Want, Sabotage, but definitely a great set. Definitely need to pick this up. Second set from Boot Camp Click, video surveillance set. You see that? I actually picked this up at Fat Beats before the store closed down. I want to say it was, I picked this up like maybe 06, 07. This came out in 2006, so it might have been around that time. I went to Fat Beats one day, just you know, looking at like I always did. I went to Fat Beats a lot, you know, to buy stuff, and I was in there with my homeboy one day, and I saw it there off the blue, and then I just picked it up. And I know all the videos, you know, grew up watching a lot of Young TV raps and you know BT Rap City, Video Music Box, you know, flavor videos with Bobby Simmons, and you know, boot camp was always part of my life, you know, growing up and you know, watching videos like Who Got the Props and how many MCs and you know Operation Lockdown, La Fla, all of those videos are on here. Great video set. You got everything from Black Moon, first album Into the Stage, to like I want to say um, to like the Sean Price Monkey Bars album. Yeah, cause yeah, Boom Bye by the Boom, what's it called? Um, Boom Bye, yeah, that joint is on there. That's on Monkey Bars. The videos on there. You got Heartburn and Honey Head. That double videos on here as well. You got joints from Smith and Wesson. All the videos from Smith and Wesson, first album, The Shining. You know, classic Soundboy Burial and Booktown. Let's Get It On. You got OGC The Storm, No Fear, that's on here. You got Hurricanes The Rain, The Fla Fla. You got the other Fab Five collaboration, which is underrated. Blah, that's on here. Just a great set. You know, salute to Duck Down, salute to Drew Ha, you know, Buckshot, the whole Boot Camp Click. You know, that's they from the home Brooklyn. Stand Up, definitely a classic set. You know, if you're a boot camp fan, you gotta have this in your collection. I believe this is out of print as well. Like I said, you can check eBay. You can check, maybe Craigslist got it, or Discogs. I don't know. I don't know if Discogs sell DVDs, but if they do, snatch it up. Definitely need this in your collection for the real hip hop heads. Salute the duck down. Next, I got the Mob Deep collection of videos. You see that here? Mob Deep collection. And this also is a set with the DVD, the CD, and like the greatest hits or whatever. This is the video version of that with all the classic videos: Survival of the Fittest, Shook Ones, Give Up the Goods, um, Hell on Earth, GOD Part 3. What else? What else is on here? All their joints done. Got It Twisted, Quiet Storm, the remix and the original version. Because the original version just had Prodigy, the remix had Lil Kim. That's on here as well. Yeah, just a great set. This goes up to this is actually goes from Juvenile Hell all the way up until the Prodigy solo album, H&IC. Because YBE, the video for YBE is on here. I don't think Keep It Thorough is on here though. I don't think they got the video for Keep It Thorough on it, but they have YBE, the young black entrepreneurs with BG that's on here. Like I said, like from Juvenile Hell, you got to Hit It From the Back video, which was I believe that was banned from MTV from being shown because of the sexual content or whatever. But that's on here. You got the joint with Nas is Mine. You got all the banging classic Mobb Deep videos is on here. So definitely pick it up. Mobb Deep the videos, the Life of the Infamous, classic. This came out in when this come out, like I want to say, I don't even see the thing on here. I want to say like 2006, 2007 came out, like around that time. But I'm not sure this is out of print. It might be available, but if there's one left, pick it up. If not, hit up eBay. They should have it. Definitely for all the Mobb Deep lovers, you need this in your collection. If you love the Mobb Deep videos, the classic videos, and them in Queensbridge, and you know, definitely need this in your collection. So rest in peace, Prodigy. Salute Mobb Deep and Infamous Mob. Next up, I got one of my favorite groups of all time, besides Mobb Deep. One of my favorite groups of all time. It's Wu Wednesday. We gotta do the Wu Wednesday, Wu Tang, Legend of the Wu Tang, the videos. This also came with this also has a CD as well as like Wu Tang greatest hits. This is the greatest hits collection with all their videos from Protect Your Neck all the way up until uh the Iron Flag album. This Pinky Ring is on here. That was the first thing from Iron Flag. That video is on here. We got both versions of the Method Man video. There was two versions. There was one with them, the regular version with them, like rocking the black leather and he had like his crew with him and like like the rundown building. Then there's a second version with them like wearing like a green lumberjack shirt and some jeans, and he has like a beanie hat on. So both versions is on this uh, set, as well as the classic ones: Queen, Can't All Be So Simple, Triumph, Reunited. That's also on here. And I didn't see that video until I actually got this set. Gravel Pit, Careful, I Can't Go to Sleep, All of those joints on here. All the classic Wu-Tang videos on here. Classic set. This is what it looks like. And I believe this came out in what, 2006? Yeah, I think 2006 it says here. I got this at FYE also around that time, like 06, 07. Great set. Love Wu-Tang Clan. Salute to the Wu. Salute to them. Also, I wanted to say, I forgot to mention with the boot camp set. Speaking of the two versions of videos, there is two versions of Operation Lockdown. There's the one in the where they were like, you know, like in the TP and they dressed up, Sean dressed up with the paint on his face, like an Indian, and you got that version, and then you got the other version that wasn't released, and they're like in like a mental hospital or something. And but when the for that version, you can actually see like the camera details for it, the they like the camera details on the screen of the video. That, but there is two versions for Operation Lockdown on the set. I want to mention that. I forgot to mention that. Forgot to show you what it looked like too. You can't click. It's like baby blue set. I showed the Mob Deep, yeah. Show the Mob Deep one also. In case y'all see that. Want to be detailed on here when I show these sets. So yeah, that was Wu-Tang Legend of the Wu. Legend of the Wu-Tang videos. This might be out of print as well. Again, check Amazon. If they got one left, scoop it up. If not, hit up eBay, wherever you can get DVDs at. Definitely a classic set for the all the Wu heads out there. So salute the Wu-Tang Clan. Classic. This set another one of my favorite groups of all time in my top 5 in the West Coast, Cypress Hill. This is Still Smoking, the Ultimate Video Collection. You'll see that there. Classic set. You got the skull, classic Cypress Hill logo, the skull on here, and it has like this is the set here with the you can see that Cypress Hill. It has all the videos from the first album. How Could I Just Kill a Man, and on the Pump, Funky Phil one, Real Estate, Stone is the Way to Walk, Latin Lingo, one of my favorite Cypress Hill joints ever. Love that joint. Got all the joints off from Black Sunday and Same in the Brain. The Ship Goes Down, I Ain't Going Out Like That. Temples of Boom, same thing. Throw Your Set in the Air, both versions with the regular version and the remix with Eric Sermon and MC8. Redman was on that. What else? What else is on here? Illusions, Boom Beatty Bye Bye. I believe that's the remix with the Fugees with Wyclef and Lauren. I think Lauren is on that joint as well. You got Tequila Sunrise, Dr. Green Thumb. You even got the Spanish version of How I Could Just Kill a Man. That's on here because they came out with a Spanish album. Rock Superstar, Puppet Master from Mug Soul Assassin Chapter 1. That's on there as well with Dr. Dre. Classic joint. Low Rider, all the joints. And you also got some live tracks that they do. They perform How I Could Just Kill a Man live and Insane in the Brain. It's from the Bong. Rock Superstar, I Ain't Going Out Like That. You got that. That's like in the on the menu. It's like a special features segment. You got the bonus video. So You Want to Be a Superstar TV special, like a little promo they did for the Skull and Bones album for Rock Superstar joint. That's on here. But yeah, definitely classic. Definitely gotta get this. This came out in when this came out 2004. But I got this, like I said, like around between 06 and 08, I got a lot of these joints. I was just on a spending spree. And definitely classic. I think it is out of print. You know what to do. check Amazon. If they don't have it, hit up eBay. But definitely, for all the Cyber Soul lovers, one of the best groups of all time. Definitely need this in your collection. Next up, one of my favorite groups from Cleveland, Ohio, Bone Thugs and Harmony. They greatest hit set video collection. This came out in '04 as well. Again, I picked it up like '07 or '08. There's all the video. This goes from Creeping on the Come Up all the way up until I want to say I think the Strength and Loyalty album. No, right before then. I forgot what album it ends at, but definitely got the classic joints on here. Thuggish Ruggish Bone. You got For the Love of Money with Easy E. Rest in peace to Easy E. A legend. We got First of the Month. One of my favorite joints of all time. E99. The Crossroads, of course. You got Mariah Carey Breakdown. They were on that joint, but Mariah Carey from her Butterfly album, classic album from Mariah, one of my favorites. That's on here. You got what else? Can't Give It Up, Change the World. The one video I don't remember seeing on here is Look Into My Eyes. I don't think Look Into My Eyes is on here. I don't remember. It's been years since I've seen some of these joints. I don't Look Into My Eyes. I don't see it on here though. That's weird. And If I Could Teach the World, I don't remember seeing that one either on here. But most of their joints is on Ghetto Cowboy from Monk Thugs album, the first one, first set that's on here. We got Resurrection, Paper Paper, that's from the BTNH Resurrection album from 2000. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to look into that. There's a couple of joints I'm not seeing on here. This is the DVD. You can see that spinning in circles and shit. Yeah, see that. Thugs and Harmony. It's just four of them on here, of course. Flesh and Bones down here. And he's the fifth member. I never understood why I don't see him around on in pictures and stuff. But yeah, for the Bone Thugs and Harmony fans, I would pick it up. Like I said, like there's a couple of videos on here I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing If I Could Teach the World. I'm not seeing Look Into My Eyes on the set. You know what I mean? But the majority of their stuff is on here though. But definitely must pick this up. I believe this is out of print. Also, they had the album, the Greatest Hits album that came out at the same time. This is the DVD version, of course. So, but I believe it is out of print. Um, you can find it. Definitely pick it up. I think Bone Thugs is highly underrated. Definitely legends in the game that need to be in the Hall of Fame. It's crazy how the Rock and Hall of Fame is in their hometown and they're not even inducted yet. And that's just like mind blowing to me. But definitely one of the best groups of all time. Before Drake and Migos and all these other cats that was Bone Thugs, people seem to forget that like these dudes could spit and they were harmonizing as well. Great great video group in my opinion. So definitely pick this up if you can find it. This joint, this is actually a bootleg joint I found um from Trap Star TV, Trap Universe back in the mixtape era. Back when G Unit was blowing up. And this is like I want to say maybe I don't even remember the year, maybe '07, '08, '09. But this is back when 50 blew up with Get What You Die Trying. You had Banks and Yayo was out there doing their thing. So these are like a lot of 50 Cent G Unit videos. You had Ryder for Real. You had Funeral Music. That's I believe he did that song going at Fat Joe. That's part of the Fat Joe beef. You got Prodigy on here back when Bob was signed with G Unit. The Life from Prodigy that's on here. The Infamous. featuring 50 Cent. That was from the Mobb Deep Blood Money album. The only Mobb Deep album on G. Young Buck featuring 50 Cent, Hold On. That's on here. You got Lloyd Banks with Cake. Love that joint. That's from the Rotten Apple. I believe that's from the Rotten Apple album. Might be from it might be from Hunger for More too, but I believe it's from Rotten Apple. That joint. You got the Mechanic. Good to Me. Most of these joints are from the G Unit mixtapes. Um, I think it's the Return of the Body Snatchers mixtape because that was aimed at like Fat Joe. And that's when they had the beef with the locks with D Block and shit. But definitely, well, you can't. I don't even think you can find this anymore. You could try on eBay, but I got this like a street mixtape type of thing. I can see this like not even no design on here and shit. You know what I mean? Let's see this here. But yeah, I picked this up at like a little mixtape spot, so they don't even have those anymore. But I just wanted to show that the Gina video collection um, is dope, and it still plays. You know, a lot of those mixtapes that you got at the mixtape spot from back then, back in the early 2000s, they don't even play no more. But this still plays. It's one of those joints that still plays. So I'm happy that it still works. And yeah, I was a big Gina fan, big 50 Cent fan, so just want to show that off. This one, both of these actually are like accompanying DVD. Speaking of you know, street mixtape DVDs, there was a one of those called the Come Up and Smack DVD. Back in the 2000s, that was huge. Responsible for a lot of artists. Saigon, Joe Budden, Ransom, Stack Bundles, rest in peace to him. True Life. Um, even some mixtape artists that I haven't even heard from in years. Papoose was a part of that as well. Remy Martin was a part of that. But yeah, there was one called the Come Up, and a dude named Fendi. Fendi was actually the manager for Nicki Minaj and Gravy back then. I actually met Fendi buying one of these mixtapes. Like I think it was like summer '07, summer '08. I met him at the mixtape spot. It was a mixtape spot in Manhattan, in the village area, and cool dude. He was on the phone and gave me a dap. Said what's up to him and went about my business. And they would put out like special DVD sets for artists, promoting their album or their mixtape back then. They did like a couple of sets dedicated to D Block when they were big. Back when Jada was on his shit, his mixtape run with the Champions here, and Al Qaeda Jada, and when Styles was doing his little mixtape run with the Ghost mixtapes and all that, and they put out like both let me see this here, both um editions for one for Jada and one for Styles, and it has like exclusive. It made like exclusive videos for like different album cuts, and just like like there's like a day in the life of Jada. He talks about like being locked up and how he was being treated like a star in jail and all kind of stuff. He went shopping for like some kicks and some hoodies and all that, and just a great set. I was a big fan of the Come Up and Smack DVDs back then, so I bought like every one they had, and definitely these still work as well. I'm happy that they still work and they still playable. A lot of them aren't playable anymore, but they had double covers also. You got Jada um with like the white tee and the chain. He actually this is like when uh what's the name of that album? When not Kiss the Game. When the second album, I forgot the name of the second album. Kiss the Game Goodbye was the first album. The second album, um Kiss of Death. This is right when Kiss of Death came out, and he had like a day in the life with Jada, and he went shopping to get a new watch, a new Rollie, from Jacob the Jeweler, and that was like him celebrating the album release of Kiss of Death. So that's like what this is what he was wearing, the white tee with the diamond studded cross neck chain. I believe this is a watch he bought too. Y'all can see that there. And yeah, he has like another cover, him with the Rock and the Pittsburgh Pirates hat with the black all black tee and the gold D block chain and shit. You know, it's fire. See that? And then you got Styles joint, Ghost Story, the Phantom, Styles P, one of the best spitters of all time. You know, then you see him in all white fire joint. So both of them are one of some of the best spitters in the game still. Jada's still on his shit. Styles P, to me, Styles P has the best discography in the locks, so he's still on his shit. Love his stuff, his albums and his mixtapes, but still two of the best spitters in the game. Y'all could drop your comments and tell me if I'm wrong or not. I still think they still two of the best in the game. So definitely definitely check these out. They all out of print because you know a lot of the mixtapes are gone out of print. But you can check eBay for that. eBay will definitely have it. I don't think Amazon will have this stuff. They sell Amazon sell mixtapes once in a blue, but most of that stuff is out of print. But definitely check eBay. Yeah, they'll have some sellers on there that don't have. I've seen mixtapes on there that you know sellers are selling for like crazy money. Like a lot of the Joel Santana mixtapes are like $60. And I remember paying like $5 for them joints back in like 05, 06. So, but a lot of the mixtape stuff went up in price. Um, the mixtape DVDs as well, like these. So if you could get a good price for one of these, definitely pick it up. Definitely, it would be a nice addition to your collection. So salute to the D Block and the Locks. Um, we get into like some long form video editions here. Who is this? This is when this joint come out. I remember though. This is Jay-Z. Streets is watching the company in long form little mini movie he made for In My Lifetime Volume 1. Still a solid album to me. I think it's slept on. Nobody mentioned that album when it comes to Jay-Z. You know, solid Jay-Z albums. It's also about, you know, He's No Doubt or The Blueprint or Volume 2. But people sleep on, people forget Volume 1 came out in between, right after Reasonable Doubt and right before Volume 2. Nobody mentioned that album. That album had bangers, you know, Friend of 498. You know, Imagine Every Player, Streets is Watching, Where I'm From, one of his best joints ever. So many people have freestyle over that beat. You know, you got Face Off with Source Money. Definitely you know, The City Is Mine with Blackstreet. Definitely a solid album, and this was made this long form video off of that album. And he filmed some other videos like Imagine Every Play. The videos on here for that. You Must Love Me with Kelly Price. The videos on here for that. Face Off, like I said, with Source Money. That's like an X-rated video. A lot of strippers naked on that in that video. Um, Where I'm From, that's on here. But definitely, you know, you got the accompanying soundtrack as well that came out. I actually got this for Christmas. Well, I had it on VHS first. I got it for Christmas on VHS back in like when was it, like 98, 99. But this didn't actually drop on DVD till 2004. So I waited so it came out on DVD. I actually got it like maybe 2 years later, like 06, 07. I got it on DVD. Picked it up on the spot. Um, the soundtrack is out of print. I believe the DVD is out of print as well. But yeah, check eBay for that. But definitely, you know, long form videos that wasn't always around. That's something that Michael Jackson started with Thriller when he made like the whole little mini horror movie based off of that song from one of his classic albums, Thriller. You know, that's the era I grew up in the Thriller era, and that was my introduction to Michael, watching Thriller. You know, hearing that album, still one of my favorite albums ever. And that's something that Michael started, and we had other people do it. Prince did it with Sign of the Times, and Purple Rain was like a whole movie. Sign of the Times like a little concert film, based on that album, and he had like other videos for that album as well. And that's something that artists started doing after Michael, though. But Jay-Z did it, and he did his thing on it. I love it. I wish he would do more mini movies for some of his other albums, but um, Streets is Watching definitely it's a classic. If who else is that? I believe Dame Dash is in this. You know, he has some other people in this as well. Some well known actors that did a lot that done stuff in like other good films and stuff. But definitely a classic set that you must have. All the Jay Z fans definitely need this. See how it look. All black Streets is Watching joint. Fire, fire joint. Check eBay for this. Then you get to I actually had a homeboy that gave me this. BT just put out a Rough Riders documentary. Detailing the rise of Rough Riders with D and Raw and Swiss Beats, their nephew, and DMX and Eve, the Locks, Dragon, all of them. That was a part of that. And this was actually the first documentary for the Rough Riders, the first official one. This came out in 2001. And it goes back to Yonkers, where everything started. It go back to Yonkers. They go back to Yonkers with DMX and how he started, and how he got with the Rough Riders. And he talked about when Swiss Beats started as a producer doing beats on his Casio keyboard, and the whole formation of the label. And I haven't watched this in years though, but definitely it has like some videos also. There's videos from DMX on here, Eve, Jadakiss, the whole Rough Riders family. Um, Definitely a dope set. It is out of print. I know there's a lot of people that don't even know it was out. They think the BT documentary was the first one, but this is actually the first official Rough Riders documentary, way before the BT came out. But it is out of print. Check eBay. This is what it looks like. The Rough Riders logo with everybody in it. See the eyes of Eve and DMX and Jadakiss and the Locks, and definitely a dope set. So yeah, I gotta watch this again. It's been years since I watched this, but definitely a dope set. And you got Murder Was the Case, another long form video. Snoop Dogg, Murder Was the Case, the movie. This came out in November '94, I believe. He had the soundtrack to go with it. Great soundtrack, classic. We did the little mini movie based on the Murder Was the Case song from Doggy Style. You know, um, love that little story where he gets killed and then he makes a pact with the devil to come back and change his life. And definitely a dope set. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the special effects could have been better for when he actually got killed and made a pact with the devil, but it's not a here or there. Definitely a dope set, and it has some bonus videos. There's a bonus video for Men That Love and Head Doctor. This is what it look like right here. I actually just got the soundtrack for the first time. I never bought the soundtrack back in the day. I actually remember buying the day I bought People I Can Steal Smooth, the main ingredient. I bought Murder Was the Case on VHS also way back, and then I waited till it came out on DVD. And yeah, I actually got the soundtrack from the homie Reg. Shout out to Reg. You got me with the soundtrack this past year, a couple months ago. So I got the soundtrack and I got the DVD now. So definitely a great soundtrack. Nice long form little mini movie. It is out of print. Check eBay. Fire. This is another long form video, DMX, Angel, highly slept on. I believe that's from the, I want to say from, and then this is X, and then there was X album. I believe the Angel joint is on there, if I'm not mistaken. And it might, or yeah, if it's not on there, it might be on the Great Depression. But I believe it's on, and then there was X. But it's weird because it's two titles: Angel, One More Road to Cross. One More Road to Cross was on, and then there was X. I believe Angel, if Angel, the track Angel wasn't on that album, it was on the Great Depression. That was the album after, and then there was X. And it was a nice little mini movie. I haven't watched it in a long time. But we have a lot of different stuff on here. Different segments. You have Tales of X. Look into his life of the artist DMX. We have One More with the Cross. It's the making of the, and then there was X album. We have Survival of the Illest. That was the great hip hop tour at Apollo Theater back in '98. Def Jam had left this whole Survival of the Illest promo with DMX and Def Squad, Onyx, um, Red and Meth. They were part of that. Foxy Brown was on that. Just a great show. I never went to it, but I saw it on home video. Definitely a great show. I definitely wish I was there for that. You got the video collection, the real segment with all the great DMX videos. In a dog's world, like never before seen photos of DMX and his whole Bloodline crew. He had a record label called Bloodline Records. Um, just a great set though. So this was dope, and this came out in 2001. We got this is what it looked like here. Y'all see that? It is out of print, so you can pick it up. eBay, you should have it. Definitely a dope set. I gotta definitely watch it again because I don't even remember the whole premise of the video, but definitely must have if you are DMX lover. I'm gonna do some movies now. A couple movies here. Welcome to Death Row. This little documentary movie about the label, infamous Death Row Records and Suge Knight. How he started the label with Dr. Dre and came out with the legendary Chronic album and Doggy Style. How they met Snoop. They talk about the other artists on the label with Dog Pound and Lady of Rage. You know, um, then when they signed Tupac, of course, and just a great set. You got interviews on here, outtakes. Um, what else is on here? You got the launch party for Death Row Records. Um, so many things, man. Trailers is on here. So many things is on here, but definitely a great set. It is out of print. So many documentaries out there for Death Row, and this is one of the best ones though. But definitely enjoyed it. Got the you got Snoop and Dre and Pac and Suge Knight on there. That's from the infamous Vibe magazine cover. I think that was what '96 that came out. That Vibe issue. I remember getting that. Definitely classic joint. West Coast Wednesdays. Know what it is. When did this come out? This came out in I don't even remember, like 2001, I think. But yeah, check eBay. I believe it is out of print. So yeah, the legendary Death Row Records. The Row. And we got when this come out, we got the Tupac Resurrection movie. That came out in theaters. I actually went to see this. 2004. Great movie about his life and how he became the legend that he is now. I got interviews with him. I remember the interview he did with Tabitha Soren from MTV. He's talking about niggas being hungry and you keep knocking on the door for food and they're not letting you in. You gotta bust down the door. And there's like outtakes on here, a lot of deleted scenes, interviews. Um, they talk about the resurrection soundtrack for this movie. Remembering Pop, you got Matulu Shakur interview, trailers. Um, there's a deleted scene with Jada Pinkett. That was one of his Jada Pinkett Smith. That was one of his friends growing up in school, and she's she's doing an interview. I don't know why they cut it out, but she's doing an interview and she starts crying, and it's a real emotional interview about Tupac and growing up with Tupac. And definitely a great movie. Great, one of the best Tupac documentaries. That's what it looks like here. See that? Definitely a great set. Um, this should be available. I don't think it's out of print. It might be available. If it's not, check eBay. Rest in peace to Tupac, one of the best ever. Had a conversation the other day with a homie of mine about, is Tupac a lyricist? Is he just a rapper? I believe he is a lyricist. He is a real poetic lyricist. He was deep. He didn't have to use a bunch of complex words and punchlines and metaphors to get his point across. I definitely believe he's right up on that level with Pac and with Big and Jay and Nas and everybody else that people consider, top five dead or alive or top 10 of all time. Definitely a legend in my opinion. Represented the New York and East Coast and California, West Coast as well. So we both coasts claim him. You know what I'm saying? He's both coasts. He's New York and he's California. So definitely a legend. Um, yeah, like I said, one of the best documentaries for this guy. Classic. And we're getting to some live performance DVDs here that I got. First up is again another boot camp release from the front lines boot camp, Duck Down Visuals Volume 4. I see that there. I actually promoted for this joint when I was promoting for Duck Down back in the day. And I forgot where I got this at though. It wasn't sent to me by Duck Down. I had to get this though. I think it was maybe Fat Beats. Might have been Fat Beats I bought it from. Just like another day in the life of of an artist. Like a day in the life of a boot camp where they following them on tour. I believe this was like right around the Chosen Few album. And that came out like what, 02, 03 that came out. And yeah, 2003. And they went on tour with them. They went to Minnesota and to different cities and following them on tour and the daily routine of the camp and the antics, a lot of comedy stuff was going on here. There's a one part where Sean Price, rest in peace to Sean Price. Sean Price is like um being punked by Buckshot. Like they were like at a little studio and Buckshot was like, you know, um at the desk and he had to let people in. They had to buzz their way in and they wouldn't buzz in Sean Price or whatever. So that little skit was funny and they have performances with them on tour. Just a great set, and you get to see like a more intimate look at boot camp with a whole crew, Smith and Wesson and Buckshot and Sean Price and definitely and OGC, definitely a dope set though. But this is out of print. I remember seeing it on Amazon for like maybe I want to say like $9. They had like one left, so it's probably not there no more. You gotta hit up eBay for that. But definitely a great set. You'll see this here in the park. Dope joint. See the back of it. See the DVD cover and shit. It's all green. This is showing price, and that's showing price in the red hat and shit. See that there? It's fire. Fire joint. Fire joint. Definitely need to get that. If you're a boot camp fan, you need that. Then you got Nas in concert. This is Made You Look, Godson Live. This was around the time when Godson dropped. What year was this? I want to say this was 2003, yeah, right when Godson dropped. But he did a lot of. This was at Webster Hall before Webster Hall got a famous New York club, Webster Hall. Before it got renovated because it got done over recently. This is like at the old Webster Hall, and he did a lot of joints from he did stuff from Illmatic, New York State of Mind, and The World Is Yours. He did a lot of joints from the Godson album, like Last Real Nigga Alive. He did the Major Look remix with Ludacris and Jadakiss. They come out as surprise guests. DMC came out as a surprise guest as well from Run DMC. Bravehearts, they come out and they do a couple of performances with them, like Zone. I know a lot of people don't like Zone Out. I didn't care for that song, but they performed that as well on here on this DVD set. Did a lot of joints from Godson. He did a lot of joints from Stillmatic. He did Ether. That's like the only time I've seen him do Ether live is back when he still had to beef with Jay-Z. Killed it. Definitely one of the best performances I've ever seen Nas do when he performed Ether. What else he did? He did One Mic. That's a great performance as well. He did a lot of dope performances from the Stillmatic and Godson albums. I don't think he did anything from It Was Written. I don't think. Yeah, like it was like some of those other albums he didn't perform. I don't think he did anything from It Was Written. Well, he did no. He might have did The Message. I think he did that or Street Dreams, but he didn't do too much from like I Am and the Nostradamus albums. He didn't do too much from. I don't think he did anything from Nostradamus or. Did he do anything from I Am? He might have Nas like maybe. Yeah, I don't think he did anything from those two albums. But let me see. Yes, he did Street Dreams. Okay, he did Street Dreams. He did If I Rule the World. I don't see nothing. I don't think he did anything with Nostradamus on here though. It's mostly from God's like the cross he did, Got Yourself a Gun. Looking at the set list right now. Zone Out, You're the Man, Rewind, Get Down, Mastermind, One Mic Ether. He did mostly stuff from Godson and his Stillmatic albums. I think Godson is an underrated album. Love that album. Classic album. I don't care what nobody say, that's a classic album. Nobody mentions Godson. We need to start celebrating more Nas albums other than Illmatic. Let's put Illmatic to bed. We know it's a classic. It's up in the rafters. Let's retire that album and start celebrating his other albums, like I Am, like Godson, like Distant Relatives, like Lost Tapes. He has an abundance of albums that nobody mentions and talks about because they want to keep celebrating this one album that made him a star. And I don't understand that. But that's a whole different discussion. But Godson did a lot of joints off of that. He did a lot of joints off of Stillmatic, classic album as well. Definitely a dope set. You have the video for I Can from Godson that's on here. You got the behind the scenes for that video on here. You got the Major Look video on here and behind the scenes for that. You got an interview with Nas and definitely a classic set. This is what it looks like. DVD. See that there. So definitely, if you're a hip hop head or a music lover, you love Nas, gotta get this. I believe this is out of print. Check eBay. Next up, you got the Diplomats, Dipset, Cameron, Jewels, Jim Jones, Zeke, and Dame Dash is also makes an appearance on this show. This was another show at the Apollo with Dipset and State Property, where they were performing as well. Beanie Siegel's crew with Petey Crack and Freeway, Young Guns, Young Chris and Neef, Skino and Sparks. Definitely a dope set. What else was here? DJ Clue was on this. Memphis Bleak was on this. Dougie Fresh came out and he performed as well because he's from Harlem. I haven't seen this in a minute, but definitely a dope set. They did perform. Bleak came out. He did. That's a chick. Um, Beanie and Petey came out. They did. Where I'm from. They did. Gotta Have It. And you got Cam came out. He did Get 'Em Girl. He did Down and Out. He did Hey Ma. They did the Santana joint with Wells. They did Shake, Certified Gangster, Jim. Dipset Anthem, and I Really Mean It. That's from the Diplomatic Community album, Volume 1. Classic double album. Again, that doesn't get mentioned when it comes to double albums. Classic double album. This is back when Dipset was on Rockefeller. But this was like what, like, it was just like 03, 05. Well, they said 05 on here, but this is before. This is like during like 02, 03 when it came on Rockefeller. I was promoting for that label as well. For Rockefeller. So, salute to Dame Dash and Jay. Or Rockefeller. This was like around the time they were on that label. But definitely, I haven't seen this in a minute though. I gotta go back and watch this. Definitely, it was a dope concert from what I remember. Let's take a look at this at the DVD. Definitely dope. You know, slept on. I don't even think a lot of people know about this set. You see the cover here with all of them. Called the Book of Hip Hop, Diplomat and Friends. The Diplomats and Friends. And yeah. I don't even know if it's out of print, but check Amazon. If it's not available, check eBay. They'll have it. Next up, I got this one I picked up at FYE back in like 07, 08. This is another Woo Wednesday. Talking about Woo Wednesday, you got the Method Man, the one and only, live from the Sunset Strip from the House of Blues. Definitely a dope concert. I saw this at FYE one day when I was there. I was like, yo, I gotta pick it up. I seen Method Man once, but it was with Wu-Tang Clan back in '96, early in his career. Before the double album dropped. That concert was cut short due to violence, unfortunately, but at least I got to see them that one time. But I never seen Method Man by himself, so this is like I gotta pick this up. Method Man killed it at the House of Blues. Of course, he had Redman come out. He had Inspector Deck was there. I think Master Killer was there too. Definitely a dope set. Did Bring the Pain. Did All I Need with the Blood Clot, Suspect Chin music. Wu-Tang Unite to fuck with. Did like his verses from like different Wu album joints. Triumph. He did his verse on that. He had a little tribute to ODB. Did a little tribute to him. Played Brooklyn Zoo and Shimmy Shimmy Ya. He did most of his joints. He did was from like the Takal and Takal 2 Judgment Day. But definitely killed it. Definitely a dope set. This is what it looks like. Right here. Let's see this. Fire joint right here. You know what I mean? This is the back. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely a dope little concert. This was in 07 it came out, so yeah. I've never seen this anywhere online, but if you check eBay, they'll have it. Definitely pick this up if you're a Wu-Tang head, Method Man head. Got 3 more to show. Public Enemy in Manchester, UK. I picked this up on the spot when I saw it. I didn't even know it was released. I always loved Public Enemy from the It Takes a Nation of Millions, The Hold Us Back, classic album, Favorite Black Planet, classic album. One of my favorites as well, Apocalypse 91. Love that album, classic. I grew up on Public Enemy, so you know, their music is timeless and it still speaks to you know these times that we living in, especially now for Black people and what's going on in society. And 911 is a joke, classic timeless song. Brother's gonna work it out. Welcome to the Telledome. Shut them down. Um, so many classic joints, man. I always love their stuff. So I know they got a new album that came out. I gotta listen to that. Definitely looking forward to that joint. And this is a set they did, and this comes with everything. So it's like a two set right here. They're like a dope little tour booklet, and it's like with them taking like have like let me show you the booklet with them on tour. Tons of stuff in here, tons of pictures, and you know what I mean. We got like different information on like how it was over in the UK and all that, and just the dope booklet to DVD set. You got the actual show, and then you got bonus features as well. And you got like the set list is crazy. It's over like 3 hours worth of footage on these DVDs. You got the tour diary where they like every day like vlogging them on tour and going to see the sights of the Manchester and all that. And you got the set list and they did Give It Up. 911 is a joke. He got game. Bring the noise. Brothers gonna work it out. Um, Rebel Without a Pause. Don't believe the hype. Fight the power. Just so many joints they did on here, man. Like you got tons of tour photos and video clips and just a great set. One of the best concert DVDs I ever purchased. Right, definitely in my top three of all time. It's loaded with stuff and great set. You see that here, the case got like a little gray. I don't know why I got a little gray with that, but yeah, definitely a dope set. That's the set list right there. I mean, right here, the set list of all the songs and everything. Great set. Glad to have this in my collection. I know they have other um tours on DVD, and I definitely gotta look for those as well. But this definitely a great set. So if you're a Public Enemy fan, pick this up. Definitely worth it. Public Enemy are legends, in my opinion, one of the best groups of all time of any genre. Salute to Chuck D and salute to Flavor Flav, Professor Griff, Terminator X, the whole crew, legends. You gotta salute these legends now when they still alive and breathing. Let's not wait till they not here anymore. So salute the Public Enemy. Great concert. This is out of print. I believe this is out of print. Y'all know what to do. Check eBay. Check Discogs. Wherever you can get out of print DVDs and albums and all that. Check your local, around the way store or whatever. They got it. Pick it up. Definitely worth having. And I got another Tupac DVD. This was him at the House of Blues, fresh out of jail. When he signed the death row. He performed at what was the club? It was House of Blues. He performed at in you know great spot in California. One of the best, probably the best concert DVD of Tupac that I've ever seen. Snoop Dogg's on here. He was on the set. He did a lot of joints from Doggy Style and from the Dog Father. That's when he was coming out with the Dog Father. Dog Pound was on here. They set a lot of joints from Dog Food they performed, as well as performing with Snoop and Tupac. Jody C is on here because they came out. They performed How Do You Want It with Tupac. That was great. We got Suge Knight in the building. He was watching the whole show. Yeah, man, just a great show from Pac. Pac did a lot of joints. Ambition as a rider, So Many Tears, Troublesome, Hit 'Em Up, All About You, um, How Do You Want It, Tattoo Tears. He did a lot of joints. You got music video for California Love, the remix joint with I think the remix joint is like with him just chilling and with Dre and the chicks in the car and they were just riding around chilling. Not the other version with the Mad Max version, not that one. That's the other one with Dre and him and Dre and they just riding around the city and shit. You got To Live and Die in LA, that videos on there, hit 'em up videos on there. How do you want it video? I ain't mad at you. That's the only bonus features. See what it looks like. Pop live with the House of Blues. Death Row. Classic set. I don't even know if this is out of print. It might be out of print. If it is, I don't know what to do. Hit up eBay. West Side. Classic. And then the final one for this collection is the one and only, the King, the real King, Michael, from Bucharest, The Dangerous Tour. This was actually HBO. It was aired on HBO back in the day. Was it 1990, 91? 92, my bad. Yeah, it was aired on HBO in 92. I actually picked this up at a mixtape spot. I was buying this like '09. I picked this up. I was buying some kung fu flicks. I love kung fu. I like a lot of karate flicks, a lot of kung fu flicks. Bruce Lee, Jet Li, um, Chuck Norris. You know what I mean? Jackie Chan, um, Shaolin Fat. I love a lot of their movies. And I was buying some karate flicks, and I saw this there, and I'm like, I gotta get this. Never had no Michael Jackson um, concert ever. I've seen a lot of his concerts on TV, but I never like owned any of them, and I never saw him live. So I always wanted to see him live. Fortunately, that never happened. Rest in peace, Michael, the legend. But yeah, I remember watching this on HBO back in the day. Phenomenal. The set list was great. The costumes, the everything about it was great, man. Like you have people that was passing out, just watching them stand there for like 10 minutes, not saying nothing. No music being played, nothing. Just standing there like a statue, and people are just passing out. Never seen no shit like that ever. But definitely a great set. Like he did all his classics, Thriller, Jam, Beat It, Billie Jean, everything. Classic set, man. Classic. Love this dude. Let's see that right there. Michael. This is the set list. Yeah, definitely classic, man. Classic dude. Like you see, it is the bootleg. I had to actually write the That's my handwriting. I had to actually write on the DVD because there was no detail on the DVD. So it's a straight bootleg joint. But yeah, they probably do sell this on Amazon. They probably do have the official retail version. I just haven't bought the retail one. This is the bootleg joint, but I kept it. It still plays. I love it. Clear copy. Everything about it is beautiful. The sound is great. But yeah, they probably do have this. If it's from HBO, they probably have the retail copies. Probably on Amazon. If not, it might be out of print. You can check on eBay. But definitely a great set. One of the best concerts I've ever seen of any artist of any genre. And that's gonna conclude my whole this episode, the music DVD episode. That's basically like I want to say that's all of my music DVDs. I do have some other ones without cases, or they came in like limited edition, albums or whatever. I'll showcase that another time. But I wanted to just do the bulk of like the collection here. And um, I always have fun doing these. It's dedicated to all the physical media lovers. So, and I love physical media, so I will continue to do these episodes. Got another movie collection episode coming. Stay tuned for that. Got some other stuff. Got an Alchemist. My first instrumental album review ever. You know, just did the episode for the Alchemist new instrumental album. That was dope. So look out for that video. And I got some other stuff coming for the month of October, the month of Halloween. Some horror movie discussions and stuff like that. Some horror movie reviews and stuff coming. So stay tuned to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And yeah, it's your boy Try. This is Danny Rap. I'm out. Peace.